Hi, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So we're continuing with our stencil techniques, and this is quite a mindful technique. It's not quick technique, but it's really fun to do. So I have some Moonlight pens, Sakura Moonlight pens on my desk, and these are perfect. You could just use white jelly roll if you wanted to, or some of the soufflés should work as well. And I'm using a little Sakura black notebook or sketchbook. That's because the colours really pop. And I'm going to use, this is the flower vine stencil from Fairy Hugs. And we're just going to pop this and choose some pens. Let's just make sure they're running nicely. Okay, and then you just draw. I mean, you can secure it if you want to, but I just tend to hold it. And you just draw through them. And you can choose to colour them in if you want to. You can do some doodles. There's loads of things you can do. Let's just do this one. Get quite carried away. I tend to kind of do, I don't know, all the similar shapes the same. And we just do this one here. And then we go on to another colour. Some stencils, you're better off with slightly thinner stencils. I will show you one I've done with the Sentimentally Yours as well, which are thicker mylar, and sometimes that leaks underneath. Do the stem here in green. Follow the stems round. It is a really cool thing to do because the Moonlight pens show up really nicely on the black and they give it a pop. I've got quite a few that I've already done, which I can show you. So that's a green. Let's go for this sort of orangey colour and do some of these as well. And we'll actually colour this one in, I think. So you can colour it in with the stencil in place, or you can just do the outline and then colour it in separately. I find it quicker to do it this way. You keep your jelly rolls straight up and then they flow better. And it will wash off the stencil quite nicely because they are water-based. You can use your glitter, your Stardust pens as well, and the Pentel ones, the glitter pens will work. Use anything really. Obviously, if you're not on black card, you can use all sorts. So where are we at now? Getting carried away. Just do these three and then I'll show you what it looks like. If you're not happy with the result, you wait for it to dry and then you can go back in and put some more colour on top. You are best not going as fast as I am because then the jelly roll will actually roll better. Isn't that cool? I like that. That makes me happy. So that's what you can do with those. This is one that I've done with the Sentimentally Yours Extravagance. Like I said, I did have a little bit of seepage underneath. Let me show you. Underneath the stencil. I think that's because of the fact that it's a deep stencil, but not all the time. not all the time. And you can see I've done a little tiny bit of doodling on that, and you could put, I don't know, a sentiment or a characters or something on this side. You can also stencil through dies as well in the same way. So let's find another page. And this is the honeycomb textures collection die from Sentimental Yours. And if you want to stencil through a die, then you need to pop it flat side down, so cut side is up, and then you can do exactly the same thing. You can draw around and you can colour in. You can just draw around some of them and colour in, you know, every other one if you want to. But it is a really kind of relaxing thing to do, and you build up quite a nice collection. I mean, I've not done, obviously not done very much, but you can see how it would build up. And obviously wait for it to dry, and then you can go back on and do, you could even offset it if you wanted to and build up your own pattern. But you can put it back in place because you can see exactly where you're going. And again, the pen is going to clean off the die quite nicely. So just looking back at some of the other ones I've done. So this is a Tutti Designs die. And I've put that on there, and you can see with the die cut I can actually pop that back over where I've stenciled, and I've got some stenciled areas. Let me show you. So that looks really cool, doesn't it? So that's that one. And obviously you can draw around the edges if you've got a decorative edge to your die as well. This is again a Tutti Designs die. I think I might have that one in stock. Again, drawing around just like I did with the Sentimentally Yours one. It's a bigger honeycomb than the Sentimentally Yours one, and some areas I've started to colour in there. This is a memory box die, and I've just added some lines around the edge. See, they build up really nice. It depends on what die you've got. It works, it's really effective. Again, these are memory box dies, and this is an All and Create stencil, and I put the little Leone stamp on there, so you can actually use them as backgrounds and make, I mean, that could be a card if you wanted it to be. So that's what I wanted to show you in this quick video. Have a look at your stencils, have a look at your dies, and get your pens out and draw through them. And I just need to say thank you for watching.